I was just saying, I wish fucking Donald Trump was my real dad. Anyway, hi. We're doing a thing. I said I would go fuck. Shut up. Oh, it updated fucking Pokemon Snatch. Anyway, did you see that they're making a sequel to Pokemon? Oh, you got a little beep, so he's saying he's going live. That I'm live. That's great. That's wonderful. Yeah, sure.
Who's the ass with the dunce cap?
I have the. That's fucking Leophilius. We're gonna talk about him in a minute. It's some 16-year-old or something, I guess. I don't fuck.
Legally allowed to talk about a minor on the show?
I don't know. I don't know if he's actually fucking. Would you? Oh, good. Play the fucking thing as high as you can. That's good. Yeah, you're blasting it. That's absolutely. No, just keep fucking distracting me with your fucking noise trolling. What are you fucking
like
Eli?
I
like when
king of noise troll.
I like when Pokemon Snatch, my favorite Pokemon game. I like it when Eli does it to other people. I don't. Yeah, but here we go. Where the fuck is this bullshit?
I like how you're signed into my fucking account on your shit.
Am I? I didn't fucking
like
do that.
I'm like everywhere. On your
I
shit.
didn't fucking sign you in the. You fucking did that. You fuck cocksucker. I gotta find the video we're referencing. Oh, it's Quentin. Oh, gonna grace us with their presence today. Great. How fucking wonderful of you to finally show up. Just playing a little Pokemon Snatch today. It's probably not even gonna fucking load. It's probably not even fucking worth it. But I was watching. Oh my fucking god! Rage went live too. This is ridiculous. Yep. I hate all of these fucking retards. I'll say it right now. Fucking Smokey and fucking Knock can both lick my balls and suck my fucking taint. I have no idea. Oh, it's okay. Hold on. Okay.
I like that, actually.
You want to take a $10
I
bet?
am missing.
Yeah, Sean.
I'll put okay.
$10.
$10. Do you think Midnight Sparkle is Wiley?
Does he do that? Does he come in with different names?
He does.
I'm gonna say this time that is him.
You're gonna say it is? I will say it's not. Okay. Midnight Sparkle, go ahead and talk.
This is a female. Who the fuck is Wiley?
It's not.
Really?
Told you it wasn't. Give me
Bless
my
up.
$10, bitch. Give me my
Because fucking
$10, bitch.
it really isn't.
Quentin, you weren't part of it. Shut up.
I'm up $10 tonight.
Okay, so what did Leo do to warrant the stream?
He's we're gonna get into that, I guess. It's more to do with the fact. So he's right about how time works, right? But he's kind of a cunt about it. And instead of just putting things in layman's terms, I marked the goddamn thing on Knox video, but going out of my. Are you playing Legend of Zelda right now while I'm doing this? Okay, good. So let me put my other headphone in so I don't have an autistic screeching moment.
So wait, is
you know that you had the volume all the way loud?
Is it issue that he's pompous about the way he explains things?
Well, that and if you're not an effective communicator, it doesn't help your case. The thing is, what happened was he went in there.
Rejected your comment. This is fairly common when sharing a leak. You may.
Yeah, I tried to put the comment. I don't fucking know. So what happened was, Leo is explaining how time and gravity and shit work, right? And then fucking Knock and everybody else in the room is basically praising Leophilius when not a motherfucker in that room has even the closest idea of what the fuck it is that Leophilius is talking about, and they're all like, "Good job, buddy. You really got him." Meanwhile, Knock and the rest of them have no fucking idea what's going on.
Knock has about the same amount of brain cells working as his legs.
Wow, that is. I mean, okay, I can't really yell, so.
That's okay.
That's actually.
Maybe I should.
That's actually spot on, Will. Like that is.
I get it. I listen. I'm a little retarded. I made an entire 30-minute video to Brett Keane once, trying to explain this very concept to him, because there was a point in my life where I was really into physics, especially theoretical physics. And I thought, well, I'll be a physicist. I'll go to school. I'll be a physicist. And I had this happen with many different topics.
What did you?
Right, I know. So Isaac Asimov. Anyway, so I was thinking, I'll do this as my profession. I'll go to school for 8 or 10 years, and we'll
big boy.
Yeah, pitter patter. Let's get at her. So I know a lot about physics because I decided that I wasn't going to do that because you actually have to be a physicist of any renown or have a job in a physicist sort of field. You actually have to be one of the best physicists. There's no such thing as a middling physicist working for like fucking NASA. It just doesn't happen. Nobody wants a shitty. Yeah, nobody wants a shitty run-of-the-mill physicist, and I didn't think that I could probably commit to that because I bounce around a lot, like JoJo the Indian Monkey Boy. Is it Circus Boy or Monkey Boy? I always fuck it up. Boy, yeah. Anyway, so I know a lot about physics.
They don't like to be called monkeys anymore, by the way.
Yeah, that's racist. So I just make and anytime that it comes up topically, I'll make a video about it and I'll try to explain it in layman's terms to people because I know that nobody is going to be able to keep up with this bullshit because most people they're too busy with whatever the fuck they've got going on in their life to be learned to any degree on the subject. So when Leophilius comes in, and this is the other reason I hate fucking debates, and it comes in and steamrolls Tangelo with information and higher vocabulary, it doesn't actually help anything or fix anything, or not explaining your thoughts clearly is not good.
Well,
in general.
Okay, so here's my question to you. How would you explain what Leo explained?
I spent 30 minutes doing it in a video. I'll probably link it in the description.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I literally...
When Leo talks, it's like you might as well be speaking Spanish.
I think he does.
Maybe
I don't know what his nationality is, but I'm sorry, Lo, go ahead.
Maybe for a fucking dummy, he's pretty articulate most of the time. He doesn't usually speak that way.
Being articulate and communicating an idea effectively are not necessarily the same thing.
I just mean in general, I think he communicates effectively. Well, I think this one time he was acting like a pompous ass.
Yeah,
but it'd be like that.
But it wasn't so much Leophilius himself that was the issue. I'll admit the title's clickbait because I hope he comes in here so that I can ask him a bunch of bullshit questions.
Well, yeah,
but
this is why he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play in your hand.
He's very condescending when he talks to people. He's like an atheist Smokey Saint.
Yeah, I don't. You did say that, but no, it was more of the fact that the whole room was basically like stroking themselves off because they're living vicariously through Leophilius's intellect. It was actually pretty funny. See, there he is.
Why is Leo here?
No, he's in the comments. These people are just revealing that they don't understand the topics of advanced. Yeah, I know, but you're not actually solving any problems, Leo. And more to the point, the fact that your side didn't fucking understand what you were saying either, and just nodded their empty fucking heads and agreed with you, and it was like, pwned. That is what is humorous to me. That is what's funny.
Okay, what the fuck did I miss? Like, what?
No,
I am
it
so
not
out
kind
of
of stream last night.
Just go back in the stream, you fucking schmuck.
Most of these people, like they like to go on YouTube and stream, and they LARP as intellectuals.
Oh wait, hold on.
I spent 30 minutes on how gravitational lensing works. And then I spent another 30 minutes on special relativity. And then I did another 30-minute video on the curvature and expansion of the universe. I've done several videos. They're not on my fucking YouTube channel because it behooves me to make people think that I'm fucking stupid and I have no idea about any of these concepts. So my YouTube channel is the storefront for Will Kincaid. You see what I want you to see. The rest of it is behind fucking BitTube and BitChute.
And just
this is good.
I'm gonna do actually a Ponish video on this comic book that I'm reading. It's called
National
Geographic. It's a comic book, I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, look. I wanted to say.
No, real quick. It's just really stupid. Now they're saying Now they're saying fucking. This is the updated version. This is what October.
Right. This is 1.6.
Yeah. This is version 25,000. But they can't get it right. They think fucking dinosaurs are legitimately fucking walking chickens.
I gave him this to do.
They have beaks now. Look at this. Look at
this. This is my fault.
Look at this
Aren't
shit.
all chickens walking chickens?
Why, Will? Why did you do this?
Look at this comment.
All right, we gotta let somebody else talk here, but that was fucking hilarious. But
You
there's a real
genuinely
animal
might
on the
as
back.
well give it to a monkey if you want someone who understands as well as John does.
Anyway, I did an hour-long video about dinosaurs, and it's anyway. It doesn't matter. So,
Okay, as I'm trying to speak because one, I can't yell and I can't really tell whether I'm talking or not, or being heard. But what I was trying to say, well, you know what, Leo, just come in here. I'll fucking leave.
no, I can fit more people in here.
Oh,
I can fit like 20 people in here or something now.
Well, it's 10, but what I wanted to say is something you said before. You said there's a difference between articulating well. Repeat what you said. Like, there's a difference between articulation. Oh, he is here.
Yeah, I told you. See, I paid. I'm Jewish. I have money.
I mean, mazel tov. I think that's
Thank
the wrong
you.
word, but whatever.
No,
But,
that's good. No, that's right. You're
Okay.
getting correctly.
Well, like what I was trying to say is that you're right. A lot of people, and this is not a slight against you, Leo. A lot of people hear somebody who talks well and think, "Wow, that guy's smart." But if you
Right.
examine it, it's probably either gibberish or like jargon bombing. And most people wouldn't know.
Right.
Again, not a slight against you, Leo. I'm just pointing out a bias.
Right.
Oh no, I get what you're saying very well because I see that a lot in people like logical, plausible, probable, otangelo, people who take a bunch of buzzwords that they read in a paper that they didn't even understand and string together with other words. Then
Right, and
come
I
up
don't
with
like
word salad.
I don't like Otangelo. I don't like basically any of those people at all. Oh yeah.
I don't mind Otangelo. I think that
no, he was a prick to me personally once. So that's
yeah, I
yeah.
can't speak for your experiences, but
Yeah.
he's been respectful to me. But there are a couple people I know who have said that he hasn't been very nice to them.
That'll happen once in a while.
I didn't
It's
even
funny
hear what
because
the hell
Vaughn's
that
not
dude
even
said.
here. There we go. Let's get another one out of the way. They're coming out of the word.
Niggers!
Yep. There we
Oh,
go.
my God.
Randy Marsh.
You're welcome,
Oh.
guys. Anyway,
Is
so
P-Mars exonerated then?
I denounce
Where the fuck-
white supremacy.
Where the fuck is Fraggle Rock Productions when you need them?
Seriously.
God damn it. No, listen, I've been having a bad couple of days, so I need a little levity in my life. So I hippity hop, you don't stop all the way over to fucking Rage's stream last night, and I pop in and I see that you're basically fucking raping Tangelo's cornhole, and I felt bad because it's very clear that the only person in the stream who understands what Leophilius is talking about is Leophilius.
Well, Immutable Destiny does as well, quite well.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am, because me and him have had discussions about it numerous times.
Well then,
Yeah, he knows what he's talking
there's
about.
two, but I'm sure as shit that fucking Rage didn't. I'm sure as shit.
Well,
that
he
Rage,
admitted as such, but he also
I
asked
know.
clarificatory questions.
He was like, "You got pwned." He was like Donald Trump. He's like, "Owned. You just got steamrolled.
Oh God, don't
We are winning.
Don't
We're
compare
getting
Rage to
tired of winning. You're
Trump.
gonna get sick of winning.
I hate
Please
that.
stop."
Team atheist.
Yeah. Okay, John, you're gonna have to put your headphones in. So I'm gonna throw those bad boys over to you, so that you can.
Oh, you're not lagging today, by the way.
I'm not lagging. Holy shit!
It's,
What the fuck?
it's only 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, because I'm not streaming at prime time. You know, which
You
is
cut out. You cut out a couple times, but you came back right away.
Oh, good, wonderful, thank you. I don't even know who the fuck is. So. Yeah, that was my only real criticism. That, and I've never talked to you before, and I thought that if I baited you into coming in here, it would work.
I didn't even know this video was going on. Somebody informed me about it, and originally,
Yeah,
I
that
wasn't
was
gonna come
the
in because
original
I know who
intent.
you are, so.
Yeah, I know. We've been in streams together, but we've never had a conversation. The only other thing that I've noticed about you is you're a very excitable individual. I know. I noticed in the tone of your talking and that portion that it almost seemed like you were riding adrenaline, yelling at Tangelo. Is that correct, or is that
No,
not
it's
fair?
just that when I say something and then explain what it is and how it works, and then you reiterate the same point that I just showed you you're wrong on, it's like, okay, are you stupid or are you just not fucking listening?
Right, I got you. I understand.
I mean, why
Because
not
I'm a
both?
religious person, but for the most part, when it comes to atheist talking points, I don't disagree with any of it. I'm a science based person. I've found what's the
What?
word I'm looking for?
Okay.
Apologetic loopholes for my beliefs, but I don't force them on anyone. So most of the time, people leave me alone. They don't have to. They could call me on my boat. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing anyway. But I have questions because I'm interested. How first of all, before we even start, because some of my questions are above PG-13 for you, Leophilius. Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 25.
25, perfect. Okay.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
So before I start, does anybody have any questions for Antangelo or no?
I mean, is he even in the
No.
room?
Or not
You
Antangelo?
mean for Leo?
Yeah,
Wow, that's insulting.
Freudian slip. Anyway,
I didn't know
John,
I was that
that's-
easy to confuse with Otangelo.
John, that's not gonna work. We got an echo from your phone.
I have a question for Leo. Leo,
I
I've
gotta-
seen you in streams and you're
Okay.
kind of like a lefty. Do you label your ideology at all? Or are you just kind of left?
Yes, progressive libertarian. Actually, no, I
Oh,
got that
amen.
backwards. Libertarian progressive.
Okay, I can.
And
fuck
that is
with
libertarian in the overarching political science term, not in reference to specifically American libertarianism, which is a
Okay.
right-leaning political
Well,
ideology.
yeah, that's assumed.
Yeah, the only reason I really hate my political party in the United States. We had a major libertarian presidential candidate, former candidate, come here, Larry Sharp, and they just get hung up on the gold standard, and it makes me want to rip my dick clean off. So I don't know, like. The American right is becoming more and more libertarian. I don't think that they're there, but they're there, I guess. And some people argue about classical liberalism versus libertarianism, and I just couldn't give a fuck. So anybody else?
I guess sharp isn't so sharp.
Fuck! Oh my god, it's Knock. He's back.
I mean, Knock is
I-
live right now.
You what?
He's not. Knock is live right now reviewing.
I know Knock is live right now, and Smokey
He
is live
is?
right now too. Yeah, they're both live
I didn't get a notification that Nakasuchi is live right now. Why
because
the
it's
fuck
almost
did I not?
fucking. Yeah, it's almost fucking midnight, dude.
That's a little fucked up.
Yeah, dude, I didn't get a fucking notification to your stream, Will, until like 20 minutes in. I even checked the fucking
See, this
time
is why I
because I'm like,
utilize
what
the
fuck?
Discord to notify people because the notification system on YouTube is a flaming pile of dog shit. So, Leo,
Mhm.
are you okay? A couple more questions before I get into the meaty ones. Are you genuinely autistic or no?
Yes.
You are. Okay. Where are you fit on the spectrum?
Asperger's, so the higher functioning.
Perfect, same. But they took Asperger's out of the DSM-5.
Yeah.
So yeah, so people ask me where I fit on the spectrum, and it's like high functioning. But I just some people I just tell them it's fucking Asperger's because that's what it is. So good.
Mhm.
So do you have like a social anxiety disorder or something?
To an extent, not so much anymore.
Right? Is it
I
just
don't know why.
Is it just an in-person anxiety or like two physical bodies in the same room?
I honestly, I don't really know how to explain it. And nowadays, my social anxiety, because when I was in high school and for a few years after I had it, and then I can't just say it kind of up and went away, but I think I just kind of stopped giving a shit about what other people think.
Yeah, I've just found ways to modify my behavior such that it conforms with society at the moment to get through things like having a job and shit. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can spot people who are on the spectrum. But maybe it's maybe it's like John says and it doesn't exist, or maybe that it's everyone's autistic, like Lo thinks. So
Okay.
I didn't say everyone's autistic.
Everyone is special.
Well,
I hate when people say everyone's a little autistic, because no, you're fucking not.
Yeah, it's
a stupid thing to say.
Do you have the genetic marker, or
do I have
the genetic marker, or is it?
I don't know.
Okay, look at this. Look at this fucking
That's terrifying.
Head. There we go.
This is the last thing you see before you die.
Okay.
I've had nightmares like that.
The echo is.
Imagine having to wake up to that. I'm gonna say a Brooka for your wife.
It's okay. It's fine, John.
Yeah, fucking Asperger's.
Okay. So, when was the first time that you had a sexual experience that was consensual?
When I was 12.
Consensual?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Neat.
She was also 12, so we were both under the statute of limitations. So we both raped each other.
Oh, okay. And have you always been a sexual person, or?
Wait, how do you mean?
Well, 12 is not considered generally by the overall populace as the age of consent. So,
yeah,
you were sexual from an early age. So I was wondering.
Yeah, the next time that I would have had sex would have been. So that would have been the summer of 07 would have been the first time. Fuck, when was the next time? I really don't even know. I think sometime in high school. Probably.
Oh, there was a long period of separation between that. Okay, so because when I ask people that and they give me answers like that, I didn't. I was like, I don't know. It depends on what you mean when you ask that question to me, because I used to engage in homosexual sex exclusively. So, and then I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 17. So. I don't know. It depends, but you're an atheist, so the common sense answer is there. So, is it just been like a series of girlfriends? Are you like a serial monogamist, or are you like single now, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I've pretty much spent my whole life single, but have had numerous sexual encounters, mostly because a lot of the women where I am from just don't. They're not on my wavelength, so the relationship was just never really.
So you're not like John Francois Garrett Pay. You don't fuck potatoes. I get you. I get you. See, some people got that fucking joke. That's great. Maybe I'll introduce Leo to JF. That would be a hoot.
You need to know about that.
No, well, that was,
I would pay to see that.
No, hold on. Well, that was beautiful reference.
C'est magnifique. Potatoes are allowed in my ethno state. Anyway, so okay, so you might be asking yourself what my line of reasoning is, or what line of questioning is behind this, because I have feelings about Leo in a non-sexual way that lead me to believe some things that I want to clear up in my head before I do my next video, because it'll be edited content. So I didn't want to come into it with preconceived notion that this guy was a virgin living in his mom's basement and on a scholarship from like the fucking volunteer fire department to the whatever his local community college was, because that was the picture that most people had painted for me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to clear up.
I'm assuming people that haven't ever interacted with me once.
Correct. And
that
honestly,
seems to be what it is in today's world.
I haven't either, so I wanted to have this experience. So I did what I did to get this here. So
you could have just gotten a hold of me and asked me to come on.
I went on your YouTube channel looking for links and I couldn't find anyone.
I have a link to my Twitter on there.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Usually when I go looking for stuff, I'll look in the link in a YouTube video, but you didn't have any. So I scrolled. I must have looked right past it. Well, at any rate, the next thing would have been to message Knock, but then I saw he was streaming. So I was like, okay, I guess this is how we're doing it. But so are you actually going to school or
No.
no? Have you completed your highest level of education?
Which would be high school, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't like the standardized education system. I would love to go to school for astrophysics, but I don't want to sit there and do nothing but math problems all day, every fucking day. That's not the way I learn.
Well, we were talking about that a little bit earlier, and Lowe's expressed basically a similar, what's the word for it?
Sentiment
Towards the standardized education
Disdain might be more apt.
Yeah, because what was the class that you said that you were taking that doesn't make any sense for your major?
Most of them. Physical geography I have to take for a psych major, which, all right. And I don't mean like physical geography, like where shit is. I mean like soil types and slope types.
That doesn't make.
I just finished an exam for that actually a little while ago.
It's just a point. It's just a pointless course to justify a pointless major because.
Outside major pointless low.
No, not. No, I was talking about physical geography. So what you have is a professor that majored in a pointless field of study, trying to monetize that in a way that they can get some longevity out of, which is like where the meme of underwater basket weaving comes from. So, yeah,
oh, wow.
That's generally how I feel about it too. So what are you doing in general terms for work, or aren't you? Because I know COVID is fucked. Okay,
yeah.
So is it because of COVID?
Pretty much.
Okay, so were you working before that? Were you working in like food service?
I was working in an iron foundry.
An iron foundry, and did you find that fulfilling, or?
Yeah, to an extent, yes. If I was making more money, I would have found it more fulfilling, especially given the work that I was doing.
Right. So like what, 15 an hour or something?
Yeah, it was 15.25 an hour, and I should have been making at least 17. And that's still a little bit lower than what
that's industry right there. They should be paying more. That's how I feel about it.
The company starts at 14 and should be starting at 17 because it's a fucking iron foundry.
Well, if I started wiping ass for a living at 15, you should be at be a little higher than that. I mean, I make like 23 or something. I just got my raise, so I don't actually know. I work for the state. I work for the Department of Health for New York State during the biggest pandemic in almost 100 years. Most of the fatalities happen to be centered in this state around something similar to what I do. So It's wonderful. I'm blessed to be employed and understaffed and overworked. It's great. Heroes or whatever. Give me a fucking hero check then, Trump. How about that?
Well, at least I'm a bit incapacitated at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, which is why that was another thing that we're going to get into in a little while. So are you comfortable with your level of education at the moment?
No, and I will probably never be comfortable with my level of it. Do you mean like in a formal sense or in just what I know?
In a formal sense.
Yes and no.
Okay. You care to elaborate, or?
I'm not comfortable in the sense that I would actually like to have a degree in the field so that I can say that I have some legitimate credentials under my belt, but I don't want to go through the standardized education system where all they do is tell you to shut up and do the fucking math and not actually
you and I have
the
basically the same level of understanding with the same reasoning for not having the major. That's fucking beautiful. Okay. Well, that cleared up a couple of fucking things right off the bat. So, do you live on your own? You're 25?
No, I live in the house with my grandmother, my mother, and my nephew because it's easier for my 88-year-old grandmother and my 53-year-old mother to help with my grandmother and help with raising my nephew.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like an interesting living arrangement.
If I had the money to, I'd live on my own.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that your job can't afford that. See, this is the thing that pisses me off because I lean kind of conservative, especially fiscally. But the thing that conservatives don't do is say the following, that a job should afford you the ability to pay for all of the things that you need.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a conservative.
Right, I know, but that's one of my main issues with the mainstream right in America right now is that's not what they're saying. Because you said you work in an iron foundry.
Worked.
That's one of worked. Well, past tense, yeah. That is one of the most important industries we have. Anything involved in metalworking is extremely important to this country,
and
the fact that
difficult,
right,
physically.
Yeah, I've not worked in the same kind of factory setting that you have, but prior to this form of employment, I was working in a factory, and they still used assembly lines for lawn furniture, and it was like 12-hour shifts. It was piecework pay, so it wasn't like an hourly wage. So, but anyway, my point is that they should like. I don't understand why it's like, oh, I'm a private business. They could pay you whatever you want. That seems ridiculous to me, especially when it comes to something like that.
Yeah.
But do you have any other interests? Do you play video games?
I would be playing RuneScape if I could access it on my laptop, but I have the Google Pixelbook Go and they don't run Java programs, and RuneScape is a Java program. Not to mention, because I was inactive for a year and then started playing again out of the blue, the next day they locked my account, given that there was such a long period of inactivity, and then all of a sudden there's somebody bought membership on it and somebody's playing again. That somebody was me and I owned the account, but that rings up as suspicious activity. So the account was locked, and Jagex, the company that owns RuneScape, doesn't have any technical support whatsoever. You have to get a hold of a fucking Twitter handle.
Yeah, I know.
That's
it's just like
support.
fucking,
and it's
just like
fucking
YouTube
so
where they have it, but they don't.
It's not even funny.
I used to play RuneScape back in the day, and I picked up Classic again on mobile. So I'm guessing you're not playing Classic.
Well, no, I can't access RuneScape or old school RuneScape, given that, number one, I can't on my laptop, and number two, I could probably download maybe old school RuneScape, since the Pixelbook Go would run similar to Android, but I don't know if I would actually be able, because I think an Android phone can still run Java programs, but the laptop can't.
Well, it's not actually. I don't think that it's actually Java. I think
it
that
might not be Java, the actual app.
The actual app, yeah. If you were going to download the game, it would be through the App Store. So even if you don't have the App Store, or Google Play, or whatever the hell it's called, you can still download the APK directly from their website.
Jesus fucking Christ! You scared the shit out of me, woman. Sorry for that, guys. My wife just came home. She scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me that you have one.
Up, change your pants, you know.
Yeah, you might want to change your diaper.
Oh, it's okay. I have a diaper.
Yeah,
good.
See, I told you.
Always prepared.
So other than that, what is your time in COVID life? What is your time consumed with? Basically, dropping it on live streams, studying. You know,
yeah, studying and YouTube.
So you've been an autodidact pretty much like what, your whole life since you were like 12?
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. So just physics, or
pretty much mainly focusing on astrophysics, cosmology, and quantum mechanics.
Perfect. That's nice. How do you feel about string?
How do I feel about what?
My mic still
string. Sorry,
I don't get it.
String theory.
Oh, the string models, because it's not a fucking theory. It's just a toy for physicists to play with. Most of the physicists don't think and never really thought that it was something that accurately described our reality. They just hoped they could play around with it and maybe get something that might lead us to some answers.
Yeah, I love the ambiguity of string anytime somebody fucking asks me a question about it. Because like I said, it's pretty much exclusively on BitTube that I talk about anything science related, because most people are expecting Will Kincaid to do Will Kincaid shit over here. If you're not familiar and you're interested, there's like a playlist or something of the podcast on my channel. So, but this is not the regular podcast. This is me dicking around at 12:04 in the morning because I said I would do a live stream because yesterday's got cut short. So I thought I'd make up the difference here. But I think that those are basically all the questions that I had to hand. If I think of something else, I will contact you on your Twitter. Other than
At
that,
Leophilius, spelled the way that you see it on the screen.
yeah. I spelled your name wrong because Knock constantly spells my name wrong. So you're one of his homies. So I thought I'd yeah. Not spelled with 2 L's and an extra I, you know. Oh wait,
No, you spelled it right.
Oh, it auto-corrected. That's crazy. Oh fuck me. I can't even spell things wrong on purpose. That's fucking nuts, my dude.
Oh, technology, it doesn't let us purposefully make mistakes anymore.
No. Welcome to the singularity.
Yeah.
When superhuman will merge with machine. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much an open room at this point. Links in the description, boys.
Gee, I wonder if Otangelo will stop by. Probably not.
Probably not. He's too busy sucking off Smoky State right now.
Off air, he got his ass handed to him by Doubting Thomas. And Doubting was offered respectful, honest, yet constructive criticism of him. It was criticism, but it was respectful and honest. But oh my God, he fucking just bent Otangelo over.
DT comes in here to troll every once in a while. That's pretty funny. I think that
him trolling is probably pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did it the other day when Von Helton was in here.
No,
I don't know if you're familiar with Von Helton.
Yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, he's a pretty
He's a pretty what?
Staple figure on the channel, as in he's here.
Are you talking about Gavin Herleman? Stapler boy?
No, I am not. I just burned the building to the ground. I specifically asked, no salt.
In his debate with Knock yesterday, I said, I like Gavin's blue shirt. I wonder if he got it at Staples. I used the word stapler probably.
Do you know what kind of stapler that is? Do you know what stapler that is in the movie?
What movie? The movie Rob Schneider is a stapler?
It's a
no.
I mean, I know he's a red stapler.
It's a swing line stapler.
Yeah, it's got to be swing. If it's not swing line, it ain't a stapler. Am I right? Come on now.
And it has to be a metal one, not a plastic.
Yep, not them cheapo ass plastic ones that break every time you try to staple. Like
I think we have another case
papers.
of somebody pretending to know what we're talking about when they don't. That's kind of funny. It's come full circle.
I think it's accidental.
Incidental. Anyway, does anybody have anything else? Otherwise, I'll probably just break this down because I'm satisfied with the outcome. I baited and somebody notified and I got a hold of him and I asked him all of the weird sexual questions, which seemed to be.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be more of a Wilkin Cade stream, if you know what I mean, and obviously you do, and it's actually not, and maybe it is, and I just don't realize it.
No, if there was a deeper level, you'd know it probably 2 days later. So it is what it is. It's a lot of my methods are bait and switch, but for some reason people keep falling for it, so I just keep doing it. That thing, people to this day still keep asking me about the Smoky Saint thing because people legitimately thought that I set the other one up when. I said this before. The day before the little interaction was supposed to happen, they had told me
Knock and Smokey.
Correct. They both had told me that they were going to do the opposite thing that they ended up doing, and then they came in that day without telling me or God or anybody, and they switched tactics because Smokey was going to come in and troll. And Knock was going to come in and do the Smokey thing. And then they was like, nah, man. And they switched. And I was like, okay, this will be fucking interesting.
That's the one where Knock just pretty much started asking him sarcastic Christian jokes or saying sarcastic.
That's correct.
I put one in the side chat that I wanted Knock to ask him, and he never did. And I wanted him to ask him for Smokey, how many communions do you have to do before you've eaten one full Jesus? He didn't ask that.
That would have been better than some of them. He should have had Leophilius.
What was the one about the nun in the wheelchair? I can't. It's what do you call a nun in a wheelchair? And I can't remember what the punchline was.
Holy roller, I think.
It was something like that. I can't remember. It was holy something, and I don't remember what the fuck. I'll have to ask him. But it made me laugh because Smokey's just like.
but they both thought that I set them up, and then I was like, no.
No, you set each other up.
And then just to make my chat even a little more interesting, I gave John Peterson a wrench and I gave Von Helton a wrench, so nobody was safe.
Fuck.
The comment section was a no go safe zone. Just let everybody just do whatever they want. I just sat there and just enjoyed it. I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
I said in the debate last night, I was like, don't give Gavin a wrench, give him a stapler. I was trolling hard when I first came in there.
Where's my stapler? My blue swing line stapler was just here.
I had fun with it though.
They put him in the fucking basement. That's a good movie, Office Space. If all you know is the memes, you should watch the movie Office Space that's from. So
I don't know if I've seen that. I know the movie. I don't know.
There are more memes like they fucking fax machine, or was it the printer with the baseball bats in the yard?
Yeah, that's taken straight out of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Is it?
Yeah, with the apes smashing skulls with other bones.
So the whole movie
the
is pretty
same
much
scene.
just one giant meme.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't originally. It was like a billed as like a B movie with like C-list actors, and it just ended up being like one of those weird cult classic films. You can never predict when that's gonna fucking happen either.
Yeah, no shit.
You never see a movie and go, "This is somebody is gonna like this in a very strange way."
Yeah,
but
then it happens.
So that's pretty much it, unless we're gonna literally have a dick measuring contest. I had an interesting.
I would lose.
Yeah,
even erect, I would lose because there's maybe like a couple centimeter difference.
You what?
That sucks, man.
I don't. Yeah, I got it. I know. Well, my dick pics have officially leaked too, so I mean, like, we don't even have to. Yeah, it's fucking out there, I guess.
Is it bigger than Chris Evans?
I don't know. Does anybody want to confirm in chat?
Oh, I haven't seen those pictures because I don't look at pictures of famous people's dicks.
I haven't seen Chris Evans' dick. Does anybody here have they happened to see my photos? I'm not gonna put it up on the fucking screen here.
Can you cite a source to justify that claim, Leophilius?
What? Leophilius?
Leophilius.
What is wrong with PMARS? PMARS has brainworms. Anyway,
Are you sure they're worms and not like massive ass eels? Because
I was getting ready for this in my mind, trying to come up with some good one-liners, and I was thinking if Leophilius and I had a dick measuring contest, it would literally never end because Leophilius would keep drawing the line at where the dick starts and the fucking fupa begins. He would keep saying, well, the dick neck is actually technically part of the body, so you just start cutting 1, 2, 3 inches off of each other's. Because when I was watching that, all I was thinking is this is a dick measuring contest, but we keep drawing the line back even further. Never got a chance to use the line though.
Well, I gotta be honest, with some of these creationists, it really is just nothing but a dick measuring contest.
Right. Well, the problem is that they want to make everything that they believe personally dogma, which is not something that's not a fulfilling pastime I engage in.
Yeah.
I don't find it intellectually fulfilling, and it's not funny either. It's just the same bullshit that I've seen for the past probably like 14 years or whatever it is on YouTube.
The thing is, though, like, they're a reflection of you. So, like, the fact that you're talking to these crazy Christians, it's like you're all crazy people.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I take pride in it because crazy people are the ones that have fun.
Right, that's why I hang out with Von Helton. No, but I think what he's getting at is it's a form of mental masturbation. But my response to that would be, what's wrong with jacking off? So, I mean, I think it's a boring way to.
Watching you.
It's a very vanilla way to beat off. But you know, if that's what works for you, I guess. Speaking of which, today's sponsor is Pussy. The link will be somewhere in the side chat.
Who's pussy, or just pussy in general?
We only have one pussy at the moment, but we've
starting. Is that what the P stands for?
No, the P stands for Pluto.
Okay.
He thought those were the only two planets besides Earth. So, Pluto's not a planet. Mars.
Yeah, Pluto is not a planet.
I still think it's true.
You would.
Planets aren't real. Space is fake.
Space is totally fake, man. Come on now. Everybody knows that.
Space is fake. That's my favorite fucking thing. Yeah, if you ever want a real trip, Leophilius, what you should do is come in on a Thursday at like around 8 or 8:30 and ask Vaughn questions, but don't correct him on anything. Just keep asking him questions about how the universe works. And
is he going to be serious about it, or is he going to be?
No, he will be 100%.
He will.
He's not joking. He will just come in and say something that is so off the wall that you can't believe he just said that. So all you have to do is come in here and ask him a question, a science-based question, but don't interrogate him on it. Just follow him down his line of reasoning and then have a good laugh about it, because you're not changing this man's mind. It's just a very interesting exercise.
That does kind of sound entertaining. I might have to take you up on that.
The problem that people have with Von Helton when they get into a room with them and question him on the things that he says is, instead of the person who's asking the question already knows what reality is, but instead of just enjoying Von Helton for Helton's sake, what they do is they approach him like he's a reasonable person when it comes to logical statements of fact, and that's not what you do. You just embrace the Helton. Just embrace it. With your whole age.
That's why I want to have a debate with a flat earther on MDD, because I want to correct them in the sense of asking them questions related to their worldview to kind of reveal how internally dumb it is and make them kind of
that's
openly reveal how stupid they are. Instead of being like, well, no, you're wrong. Be like, okay, well, you said this. So what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Or and ask questions, like, so is the earth flat like this? Is it flat like this? Is it at an angle? Like how does that work? How do we figure that out?
I used to debate flat earthers all the time. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty pointless, but
Yeah,
I would do it just for the meme.
We've used that tactic before, where we just use a line of reasoning that makes them refute their own. And then if you can't, if an outside observer looks at that and doesn't understand what's going on, that's their problem. So we just don't address it. That's probably the best thing to do, is never address anything and just let it ride. But that reminds me of one question that I had that I forgot to ask because I didn't write it down. I was referencing my phone. I had a list. You ever done DMT?
No, you got to say it right. You ever done DMT, man? No, I haven't.
Not yet.
Okay. Well,
have you?
I don't know. Yes. It's part of my story about rediscovering religion and Judaism and all that good shit.
So you're Jewish?
I am ethnically and
so you're Semitic and Jewish.
Correct.
Okay.
Ashkenazim on my mother's side.
I should have known from Kincaid. Wow.
Kincaid is a fake name.
Fucking with you.
Yeah. Kincaid is. I'm half Irish and then like 1/32 Ashkenazim on my mother's side. It's like one of those weird like third cousin twice removed situations. Yeah. But that's where we're at with that, I guess. No, I ask you because like
I probably sound like I have done DMT sometimes.
Yeah, I was just wondering because it's like I have a weird theory about the universe, but it has no bearing in science or reality or observable fact. But that's my own little personal pet theory. It's like, have you ever talked to the fucking elves, man? The Clockwork Elves. Have you ever spent 1,000 years on a space prison out there in intergalactic?
You've never been locked up by the Intergalactic Federation? Yeah, no. I did 20 years. That's galactic years, by the way. So like 3 days.
All right. Because you were talking about you're basically talking about special relativity and gravitational lensing and space time and shit. So I was thinking like, I wonder if Leophilius has done DMT because like everything that you said had to do with relativity, and that's where my autistic brain went. So
yeah, it's like that's crazy, man. Have you ever done DMT?
Yeah. Because it's literally like you're gone for 15 minutes, but it feels like you've been gone for a very long time, years.
So is it true that when you see things, like you're literally not in the room? Because I've been told that, but I've also been told that, no, you look around and you can see stuff, but you just see it in a way that is like the laptop wouldn't be a laptop, or you're not even focused on the fact that it's a laptop. There's just like it's just.
That's what I was
obviously
thinking
it's
when
going to
you
be
said
hard
outside
to
physical
explain,
space, and you were like, you can't be outside physical space, and I was like, I don't think he's done DMT anymore. Actually, I don't think.
Yeah, I am a strict naturalist, so, and I don't think any drug could change that.
Okay,
that's fair. Psilocybin mushrooms couldn't change that, which those aren't what people think they are anyway. So
no, but
they are a lot of fucking fun. I will tell. Oh man.
Well, I had a shared hallucinogenic experience that I couldn't explain through natural, but that doesn't mean it can't be explained. It just means I couldn't at the time.
Yeah.
It was 6 people in a room doing DMT directly with a pipe, not ayahuasca. That's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we all had the same shared hallucinogenic experience. Yeah. I've talked about it a little bit, but
there's been, granted, it's not very. There's very little research on it, but there has been some research on that and how that can occur. And I do think that things like empathic links, where 2 people can actually, like, I'm going to say this, take it loosely, don't take it to its most literal, to the as literally as you can, but where 2 people can essentially think the same things. Because we've even seen it with identical twins, the way that their brains work and stuff, and the sort of the links that they can have, and the ways that if they could be living literally across the globe, but one of them stubs their toe and the other one's just like, ow, fuck, that felt like I just stubbed my toe, but they're laying in bed and there's nothing to hit their toe. That there could be some psychology behind that. I would be curious to know what it is and how deep that goes. But I always say that, let's be honest here, truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
And I think that our reality is a hell of a lot stranger than the stuff that we can dream up to an extent.
I have no place to interject this thought that segues properly, but when I was talking earlier about my weird theory, I think that multiverse is true, but it exists on a substrate of universes that the boundaries of which are an entropic field of just lack of energy. So it's not like a lot of people try to envision the edge of the universe as an actual physical barrier when it's just it's the absolute maximum of entropy, and then maybe possibly it's a huge like 6-dimensional space of universes that are separated by entropy and nothing else.
Yeah,
and that nothing isn't actually nothing. That we're the physical space that exists in between those universes actually has stuff in it. Yeah. And that's where the strange things that happen in our natural universe come from. It's all part of this.
What you just said is really not that far-fetched.
Really?
I have a feeling you probably know a little bit more about physics than I would have initially presumed.
Right. Like I
said, which is not a bad thing at all.
I've done maybe 120 minutes worth of physics-based videos on my BitTube account. I don't put them here because people need to think that I'm a moron for my shit to work.
Yep.
So if I respond to somebody, I'll give them a link to the BitTube, and I know that nobody on here will watch it.
Is BitTube a platform kind of like YouTube?
Yeah, it's like crypto-based. So okay. I don't use the crypto. I have a crypto wallet. I have their $2 or whatever it is, but I've never actually interacted with it. So
okay,
I have no idea what it's trading at or what But what it is it's basically like if YouTube and Facebook had some weird mutant baby. It's got like all the social media and groups and stuff, and then it's got videos, and they're all one thing. And it doesn't work especially great on mobile. It does function a little bit, but anyway. Yeah, over there I've got like thousands of views. This is not where I get the eyeballs, but I get more interaction over here, so I don't know what that is.
Well, gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. It's just a sort of and the other thing that I like about it is just like on Facebook, you can upload like posts, like a wall of text. But you can also upload audio content. So if I just was thinking about something and I recorded something on my phone, I could upload it directly to BitTube.
Okay. By the way, when are you going to go back? I shouldn't say go back to, because I can't necessarily say that you ever stop. But when are you going to like go into some of Icky Taint streams and troll? Because I'm sorry, sometimes it's pretty glorious.
If I,
especially when
he's doing something right like now,
Gavin, because Gavin's the one that can never tell that you're trolling, and it's
I know.
Funny. He's just a fun person, because you know what? I don't dislike Gavin, because I humans are humans. I've got a level of respect for all humans, but Gavin is not an intelligent man. I mean, he's not an intelligent man.
I know very little about Gavin.
That's what I thought. Like Gavin versus Knock was a pretty even match.
I feel like P Mars is always drunk. I feel like P Mars is just constantly stumbling into conversations and then like losing consciousness and waking up in the middle of a sentence and pretending like he was there the whole time.
That's why he's not on cam very often.
Right.
A man after my own heart.
Well, don't assume his gender. You can't. Anyway, so
you're right. I am assuming genders.
Can people actually hear me when the fucking camera stops working?
No.
Okay, good. Then my assumption was correct. Anyway, so I could go dick with him now. He's streaming.
So what exactly is he streaming? I saw the title, but Icky Tank
streams some Christian
rarely
some nonsense.
Yeah, he's never streaming or rarely ever streaming about what his title says he's streaming about. Let me just unmute. Ooh, shit. Richard Madsen. I'm sorry, dude. I got a lot of love for Richard Madsen. That guy, I don't agree with his worldview, not because I think that he's wrong in his interpretation of it, but just because I'm not religious even within the way that he interprets Christianity. I don't know how many of you know Richard Madsen. I don't know how many of you understand the way that he interprets the Bible. And he's a Christian deist. He believes that God and Jesus and angels and demons and stuff are like actual physical beings in physical reality.
Yeah, we've interacted.
And I love it when he goes into these streams because he interprets things way differently than they do. And honestly, I think that he understands the Bible better than they do. And I'm not going to say that he's always in disagreement with them, but sometimes you can see that there's some disagreement, and he'll explain something, and then the Christians are just sitting there like
they don't even know how to respond half the time.
Exactly. Let's see what's going on.
Can I play you guys a clip of when I told Smokey that Jesus Christ is a N-word?
No.
What's that? I had Smokey.
It was actually great, but
P Mars
told me on Discord.
As P Mars puts, I don't know why he doesn't just say it. He does it all the time. The N word, that Jesus Christ was the N word.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. It depends on how you define black. If you define Arab people as being black, I don't.
See, he's the one who said black and the N word were the same thing. I don't think that.
See, I'm part black, so I can use.
I mean, I would say it means
I'm
derogatory word
Jewish,
for a black
I can say kike, so and
I don't think
faggot. I have faggot too.
Why? Okay, is it wrong to insult people?
No,
it depends on the nature of the insult.
Okay, so there's special words or special context.
No, but the thing about insulting people is you don't ever get to decide what somebody else is offended by. So
that's why
it's hard to determine whether or not what you're saying is insulting somebody. And I always say that if there are times when I would state that insults and even harsh insults can be justified. But if they're not, and somebody tells you that they said something or that you said something that insults them or offends them, then just fucking stop. Simple as that. Be a decent human being and
We've-
just stop.
He doesn't
trained
understand
P-Mars
how
to
to
be-
do that.
We've
No, he
trained
doesn't.
P Mars a little bit to be funnier. So
you've got him on a little bit of a leash.
He's got
no,
no.
he's not on a
No.
leash. He's just refined his
No, he-
process a little bit.
So, Will, I have a question. Are you actually gay or are you bisexual?
What is the word that we decided on?
Pansexual.
Pansexual. That would
Okay.
be it.
I love how we community
Not that it bothers
things
me. I was
decided on Will's
genuinely-
sexuality.
I label
curious.
his sexual orientation as lying to himself.
Oh, okay.
Well, nobody
Oh,
cares
epic.
what you say, P. Mars.
Yeah, the
I-
tranny council, me and Kat got together
I
and
see.
discussed it, and we've decided.
The Tranny Kai Council.
Yeah,
got to
I am a
avoid it.
cisgender male, but I am also a straight ally, so I don't give a fuck how you identify as long as you're not hurting other people.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so what did I say? Able to consent, a human,
Well,
and what
But
was the third one?
the communists are using disenfranchised groups like gays or
Oh,
black.
alive! I had to use alive because
political power.
I had to use alive as the third thing because the criterion of human and able to consent could technically mean that a human before they die could consent to me fucking their corpse. So I had to say alive too because people were worried about
Corpses
that.
can get boners.
Right. I mean, you could.
Kat, we didn't need
I've
to
seen it.
thank you.
I'm not fucking your dad's dead body. Please, Brett, stop asking me. Anyway, I think we are gonna. It's been an hour. John has officially fallen asleep. He's sawing logs like a motherfucker, and it is 12:30 in the morning. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and then probably pop over to Smokey Stream and harass people over there, because that's what I feel like.
Oh, the
doing.
racist Henry is in there, I see.
The racist Henry, yeah.
Henry, the one that used the word faggot and nigger with knock. Not that knock is like black or gay. It's just.
I'll give you a fag
he's
pass,
fucking
Leo.
mess.
I'll give you.
Didn't Knox say faggot like 18 times in his last video?
He did.
I don't know.
I don't think that anybody gave him the fag
He has
pass
the pass.
either.
You explained why he has the pass. You were gonna corner him on
Oh
why he
yeah.
has
Okay. So before we
Stop!
before
Don't!
we-
No!
Brenda's in
No!
her
No!
chat,
We're not going
in his
into it.
chat.
We're not-
Okay. So Leo,
No!
get this.
No.
All right.
What's
no!
up?
We're doing this. We're doing this because
We're not gonna do this.
Smokey didn't do it like I asked him to. He was a bad boy and he must be punished. So, okay, Knock is sexually attracted to Lo. Lo is a trans female to male, right? Knock either has to admit that he's gay or that makes him transphobic.
Is that sort of like, is this a serious thing or is it kind of a little bit
No,
joking?
he's just bothering
No, it's
people.
not-
Knock is not even attracted to me. He's just made this up in his head.
Wait until he subs to your OF. Just saying.
He's not going.
Well, I'm gonna send him a fucking link right now.
Don't
Do it.
don't you fucking think about it.
I'll fucking
Should,
do it.
I
I
think
already
we-
thought about it. I thought it was a good idea. Now I'm doing it. I'm going over to Twitter right now.
Okay, but
All right,
what if he
that's it
doesn't
for-
like
that's it
Lo
for
but is
broadcast.
attracted to me?
Oh, you're just gonna cut me off. Okay, good. Thank
Well,
you.
nobody cares what you have to fucking say. Shut up, Will.
Is Cat transgendered? I'm assuming.
Correct.
Transgender,
Okay.
Cra-
Like it's a verb.
I
transgender.
am the transgendered.
bro. I can't believe we got
It makes it
transgender.
sound like transgender
I-
is something that can happen to a person. Have you been transgendered yet?
Well, I have a theory
Gonna
that the Transformers cartoon was propaganda to make people.
Okay,
trans.
so I
What
take
is-
back what I
oh
said
my
about P
God.
Mars being funny, and I got rid of him. Anyway, so we're gonna
I
end the
never know
broadcast.
if that dude is like legitimately trolling or if he's just that fucking dumb or if it's
A little
a
bit of both.
90% a
Okay.
troll. 90%.
Yes.
10% is just actual things that he believes. Anyway, so take care now. Bye bye then. Please visit our sponsor Pussy. Link will be in the description eventually when I get it.
hashtag John Maddox is a grift.